Oh, it's a shame I didn't get to do a video earlier. I think I didn't get to do one on Friday. Definitely not yesterday, Monday after close, but it's got to be done. I went out pretty late, but it's got to be done. So here we go. First of all, what a crazy end of week last week was, and then even the weekend with the BT, with the Bitcoin, Trump and Bitcoin, that actually has a role to play, which is why I'm looking at it now, which is rare. And then Monday was pretty crazy. So, I mean, really, we had a drop, right? Thursday, was it Thursday? Big drop, market drop. Friday was a good closing day, like recovery day, which I bought. Oh, I bought a lot on Friday. And then luckily, I think I was lucky, which is not how I should be trading, but Monday, nice pump initially, but the close wasn't good. So, okay, Bitcoin, I shouldn't have started with Bitcoin, but big drop. Look at this massive pump, right? We're gonna have a reserve and Cardano, Solana, all this crap is gonna be part of it. I never thought yesterday, after this big pump there on the weekend slash Monday, I didn't think that we were going to have a drop after that because that's a massive sort of reversal and you closing back within this sort of 90,000 area. But look at this drop now in BTC. That's surprising actually, like reversing the whole thing, which for me, this was the thing that's going to help the market this week. And since we're reversing, that's why I'm bringing it up. Market's not necessarily going to hold up that well. DXY, irrelevant. You can see it pumps and dumps, but it doesn't really play a role anymore. So I'm going to ignore it for now. Yield, same thing. I mean, they're just going down because everyone's scared. They're kind of buying bonds, so the yields are coming down. That's also not relevant anyway for now. Let's go to gold, right? So down we go. Thursday drop, Friday drop, but the close was good. It was like first of all, we lost the ascending support. It's not too surprising. I mean, it's so tight, so steep. And then you have a big, and plus we've just gone up non-stop, right? Remember where we are. This is ridiculous. So down we go. But that reverse was nice. And then yesterday was good. Yesterday was good. Today is still good. Actually, compared to everything else, gold is holding up real good. This resistance is the price support, which is the ascending. So you can see we've kind of hit. And plus, look at these two tails here. You know, this is kind of resistance, 2009, also 2,900, big number. So it's kind of obvious resistance, 2,900. If we break above or close above 2,900, next resistance is going to be 2,920, which is easy. And once you're above that, it's basically a free for all. You can go back all the way up and test 3,000. And actually, that's doable. You can even see a scenario where the market drops and gold kind of holds up, maybe even goes up. And then when the market reverses and starts to move up, gold is already above 3,000. So gold is doing real well. Silver, silver's doing well. So silver comes all the way down to here. You've got the ascending. You've also got this little 31 zone and also that sort of reversal on Monday. That was a nice area. I mean, that's now it's obvious. At the time, low of day when you're there, not as obvious, but maybe a little bit. I was buying stocks on Friday. I bought a lot. I was also doing it on my phone, so I couldn't see. Usually have this massive two screens sort of, and I can see my positions and how much they're worth. And there I was just sort of buying indiscriminately, and I bought too much. And then when I got home and I saw the position size, I was like, Jesus Christ, it's better go up on Monday. And it did, and I dumped. I had good till cancels, and I did it all during the weekend. So I kind of got out at the open yesterday, which I think was probably the best time to get out. But anyway, silver had a nice move up there. We're holding this ascending. Let's see though. The thing is, silver usually goes down with the market, like the miners, whereas gold might not so much. But maybe now we get gold and silver sort of going down a little bit, but outperforming the market, which for me, I'll take it. And the miners also, usually the miners, to be honest, let's go to the miners, they go down more than the market. But to be honest, yesterday they didn't. Look at that. The close is like not even down 1%. Okay, so what happened yet? We've got this support, right? Let's just look at GDXJ. Down we come. We're all the way there on Thursday. I thought, Jesus, we're just going to flush this. We did. At the open, we start below it. It looks bad, but that reversal was good. That close was good. This still holds, right? This still kind of holds. I guess I can move it lower now, like something like this. This can also come down, whatever, gap filled. And then yesterday, pretty much we open there. We just pump up at the beginning. We slowly drift low because the market kind of dropped. There are some stocks that are down pretty big.
And I cover those, well, to myself, I cover them. I don't usually cover them with you, but Nvidia, Tesla, especially Nvidia, I need to take a look at that one. There are a MicroStrategy. I just like looking at them, but they're also quite important. And they move the market too,
It looks okay.
right? So this will be a resistance now because you've got those 2 days and also yesterday's resistance. I mean, even though that red candle doesn't look good, it's still an okay day. It's like basically unchanged. You kind of close where Friday you closed. So it's okay. Resistance is going to be there, support is going to be there. That's all I'm going to say for now, right? GDXJ, SILJ. SILJ is always weaker. This is just wrong. This one, we're going to have to create them out of thin air. The support is basically Friday's low. You've got to watch that. What if there's a market drop today? That's the first thing you look at. That's the only support. Next support is basically all the way down here, right? It might not get there in one go, but that's it. You could also say there's one there. Yeah, SILJ is just weak, and it's not a good barometer. I prefer looking at silver and GDX. That's gone. Resistance is going to be here. For now, that's all I'll do for SILJ. But again, let's go to GDX. That's the most important one. I should restart with those. I mean, look at that. Yesterday, at one point, we were up there. That's just one big move away from the old high. So that's okay. Let's just recalibrate this. That's your support. That's your resistance. Pretty basic stuff. Basically, what's happened the last 2, 3 business days. It's okay. Again, you closed basically where you closed on Friday and you had this move up, which was basically at the beginning. Okay, you opened there and you basically moved up initially, and then you kind of drifted lower the market. But that was a get out area, and I'm very lucky I got out because I kind of realized I bought too much. I bought too much on Friday there, and I just dumped. I didn't dump all of it, but I dumped a decent amount, and usually I wouldn't have done that. But I kind of saw where we were. Like, imagine you're all the way up here testing 41, and yesterday, Friday, you were down here at 38. Like that's quite a move, right? That's what's your percentage move in basically one day slash two, 6% when you've done too much. So I'm pretty happy with that. So those are the levels, right? Support, resistance, and next resistance that doesn't come into the picture at least until the end of the week. And after that, you know what? I'm just going to keep it simple. I'm going to do this. There is the gap close, but yeah, okay, 38 will be something, whatever. And GDX is quite strong, so it might not go all the way down in case there's a big drop. And actually, to go all the way down there would take quite a lot. So GDX should be okay. SIL, this is gone. We gap filled. That's your support. Let's clean it up here. And this is your resistance. Let's move it down. Basically, it's here. Okay, you probably have another one, etc., etc. Something like that. All right, let's look at the portfolio. Absolute. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't look like there were much moves when you look here on the right, just 1, 2, 3%, but it was, that was a crazy last 2 days. All right, so Newmont basically came all the way down here. Big move down there. Support. This was resistance. That was quite obvious, especially now that I look at it. There, also those couple of days. And I dumped just before 44, so I'm pretty happy about that. Let's see if we go down, right? Because if we go up, the resistance is kind of obvious. This one's probably there-ish. If we go down, that's your support. And after that, it's not going to be that. That's not that obvious if we start from, yeah, maybe 40. 40 is a big number too. Yeah, it'll be 40. But I really hope we don't go down again because what the hell? Gold is all the way up. These things need to sort of readjust and match the price of gold, and it'd be shame because miners go down also with the markets. But okay, I'll just keep it technical for now. Those are your levels: resistance, support. Um, in the end, it was down 1%, not great. Barrick Gold, which had such good momentum, now is sort of picked up and dragged by the market. Yeah, that's a bit of a level. Nah. Okay, so that's your support. Basically, Friday's low is your support. Resistance is quite obvious. Look at these couple of days here. At least yesterday's high, etc., etc. Keep it technical. Agnico-Eagle, that was good. This was good resistance. That worked for me. Yesterday, I trimmed it based on that. I think it was just below 98, like 98.89 or something. I dumped it. And I normally wouldn't sell Agnico, but I mean, look how strong it is. And the market was going down. Yeah, so support is going to be Friday's low of day. You really think it's going to get there? That'll take a lot. And if it does flush that, then this huge, you know what I mean? Look at that level. That's it kind of needs to go there. I don't think it will even get there, but it would be really healthy if it did. But that's your Agnico-Eagle support target. Very strong support. I feel like not even taking into account anything below that because I don't even think it will get there, but it would kind of be good. Resistance is going to be closing above 99, and then it's going to be the old highs, basically 101. I close above that. Next, Pan American Silver. Yeah, super strong compared to silver. You got to respect that it's going to probably test this 23 level, and then this gap fill. That's really obvious. Uh, and I'll think I'll leave it at that. It could do that actually. And then resistance is basically this, right? Let's just leave it there. 25, 80, 1, 2, 3. Keep it simple. Next one, Wheaton. So strong. Actually, new all-time highs yesterday at some point. I remember that actually. And then I went out. What the hell happened end of day? I mean, everything just crashed out end of day. Interesting. I was out by then. I didn't think we would have a big flush. But then I looked at all the other stocks. I was like, Jesus Christ, what happened? But yeah, miners came down with it, but we definitely outperformed. So yeah, Wheaton very good. Resistance is yeah, yesterday's high. 71 support is going to be Friday's low. I don't even think it could test that on a bad day. It probably takes 2 bad days after that. Yeah, we'll see if it even gets below Friday's low. Wheaton's pretty good. Next is Franco Nevada, which I believe made new highs yesterday. Yeah, I sold into that 144 point something. We're closing the low of day. Yeah, resistance. Delete resistance is here. Yesterday's high of day. Support is going to be down there. Very simple, very strong, by the way. Absolutely love Franco Nevada making new highs. Metalla, Jesus, what a little. Honestly, this is the one stock. I think it's the one stock I own that I just B2 Gold also I don't like, but it's so near the lows like this actually. But Metalla, I just don't like it. I don't like it. It's always weak on bad days. There are periods where it goes up really strong, but Jesus, this level here, this 340 is just so difficult to maintain, to be trading above that. And okay, yesterday we touched this resistance. I didn't sell that, did I? No, I didn't. And I bought this level, which was nice, but I would have expected more move. Now this is weak. Support is the absolute lows. Resistance is going to be, yeah, now it's definitely here. 284-ish. And then after, who cares about after that, if we even get there. That's what I'm going to show. Resistance 284, support 250. And then you got one other line, 230. Mother, unbelievable. Oh, it is what it is. Definitely not adding to that one, just holding what I've got and just selling on the move up, not buying any drops, that's for sure. I already did though, I bought this bounce. Not too heavy, thank God. First Majestic. To be fair, First Majestic's been trading in its little range. And also Friday, it was good to see it bounce off this. That was like the little mini support just underneath the ascending. And then it closed back within, so it still counts. So that's cool. But yeah, yesterday, basically, like everything else, closed at Friday's close, maintaining the tight little wedge. So that just continued until that breaks out either way. Next one is Fortuna. I bought that bounce. I also dumped that bounce a little bit small in and out. It looks small, but I believe it's a decent move. 6%, just like GDX. That's good, I don't know, in and out. That way you're looking forward to a drop, but it dropped already. That was a bit of a red day also by the end. Support is going to be around 420 still. We could get there today easily if there's any kind of a bad day. In fact, you could flush that and find yourself at 390. Yeah, there are silver stocks that have flushed like big drops like CDE. So there you go. Resistance. Well, yeah, obviously resistance is here, but where's your resistance? I would actually say it's here. Normally I would say to yesterday's high of day, but I feel like it's more 460. Next is CDE, which had a good day yesterday. Doesn't look great here, but it was. Let's readjust. Why is that line there? Friday's low day of support. There's another one there. Look how much of a drop it's already done. I bought this heavy. This is the one I really bought on Friday. I accidentally double bought it. I thought I was buying first Majestic and CD, and I accidentally bought CD twice. I hate trading on the phone. And then I ended up buying first Majestic also on Friday later when I found out I bought CD twice. But CD already is my heaviest silver miner, even down here. And when I double bought it, it was worth like more, almost the same as Agnico-Eagle, which is my heaviest holding. So yeah, yesterday I dumped CDE real fast. I think I was dumping it. I wanted to dump it at 540, but I didn't. I dropped it to like 530 something because it was way too heavy. So I'm happy I dumped what I bought there, double bought, so I could buy it back. But yeah, support down here 490. Resistance I would say is 540. Now it's 550, but now it's probably 548. There you go. Those lines. Those lines are all correct to me. Keep it simple. But that was quite strong yesterday. It was quite strong. In the end, we closed like Friday's closed like many of them, but at one point we were up like I don't know 4 or 5%, and it was more than the others, and that was nice to see with how much I hold. Hecla, there you go. This delete. But at least the support and resistance is quite obvious. Like a lot of them. Friday's low, yesterday's high. Let's see what happens. This is obsolete. If we lose that, we come down here, but that's quite a long way down, so I don't know about that. And if we take that out, which also is quite hard, it's going to be hard to close above yesterday's high for a lot of them, but not impossible. EXK, there you go. That's just support. There's extra support just below. A lot of them have the same thing. They have support and then just another support just below resistances to yesterday's high of day. EXK hasn't really moved that much compared to the others, so I basically haven't really traded it much. I think I bought it on Friday. Mag, well, this is definitely gone. There you go. That's not as strong as the others. That in the end, that came down almost 2% yesterday. But okay, let's just move this down. There's probably two lines I could draw there. Yeah, they've all got their little horizontals. Boom, boom, like all the others. ARMN. I don't really care too much about this one. There's your support, your resistance. Not sure that it really matters much. And I wouldn't be trading it anyway, but there you go. I'd say 390. I am gold. Support is Friday's low of day. Resistance. And they've all got this. Look at that. That sort of Thursday high is and Monday's high coincide perfectly for a lot of them, which really helps reinforce the resistance. So there you go. Correct. Pre-gap fill, post-gap fill, all-time high, local all-time high. And this other support just below, a lot of them have them. Very simple support and resistance. This steep. Go on, let's delete it. Yeah, 260. This is gone now. And then yesterday's high of day. Boom, boom. And if we lose Friday's low of day, it's too far down. Don't know, so I won't put it in. Equinox. That was nice, actually. It's even got a bit of a gap. That was good. Opened with a gap up. That was a really good candle on Friday too. Closed at high of day. Keep it simple. There you go. 685-ish. Support is gonna be there. This is obsolete now. If we flush, I don't think we're gonna do that. 620 should hold today no matter what, but if we do flush it, we could go down to 560, but it's such a good buy on the drop. Such a good buy. And it was actually quite weak when others were strong last week, but then it sort of reversed and it was stronger the last two business days. So that was good to see. SSRM, which I don't own anymore. Bit of a drop, 430, but it's just gone on a tremendous tear. So it kind of has its own trading momentum at the moment, I would say. Yeah, $9 should hold. Big round number, support down here. It could even get there today no matter what. It could trade on its own. So if we have a big drop in the general markets and the metals or whatever, then I think $9 is a magnet. After that, you've got this ascending support. There's loads of support actually on the way down. But I don't think it should be that strong because it had such a big move up. So I think this one is destined for a move to $9 no matter what, at least. But well done with this one. It's still basically above where I closed my last tranche. So well done for holding that one. I think I'm going to keep SSRM. Absolutely love it. SBSW, this one is really absolute lows bounce Friday. This is a risky one. It is very, very low. It had a nice move, but then it closed. This one's really sensitive. So down it goes, close at low of day. Um, Support is Friday's low. Keep it simple like everything else. Resistance is going to be yesterday's high. And let's see what happens. Honestly, I feel like I'm cheating, but that's what it is. Friday's low, yesterday's high. Let's see what happens. Unfortunately, the metals and the miners are subject to general market rule momentum. And the miners, there are some times where people think, maybe the miners will move in the opposite direction than the market, or maybe gold goes up because the market's going down, so we go up. Maybe, but when push comes to shove, honestly, overall, I would say like 85% of the time, the miners just go down with the market. They move the market. And that's been the case basically every trading day so far recently. Now, if gold goes up because there really is a drop and the market moves down, we'll probably outperform. We'll outperform on the way down and on the way up. I really think that. And it's good to outperform on the way down too. So metals go up, so we kind of want to go up a bit. Market's going down, so we're kind of being dragged down a bit. But GDX down 1% whilst everything else is down 4%. That's cool. Look at this though. Nvidia. I know some of you probably don't care, but watch this. Ascending support. I love watching this. Ascending support is lost as of yesterday. Then you got that, and this is my rule. As soon as you lose ascending or descending, there's always the next horizontal. And as soon as you lose that, it didn't lose it yesterday, it bounced off it. And I honestly, I knew this would happen. It was weak during the day, it was down like 6%. So I knew that it would lose. I thought that it would lose ascending support, but bounce off this. It did. But today is the day. If we close below 112, for me, 112, like if you're in the 111s by the close or lower, this thing is toast. Down we go to basically 101 or 100. And this has been holding up the markets. This is relevant to us. Now you've lost and it's steep. And I think the narrative changes and people panic sell and all this stuff. And basically, if you go below 100, that might freak some computers out too. And down you go to 90. This could really puke the market. And that's interesting, right? That's interesting. I was going to show Tesla, but I actually bought Tesla on Friday. Um, MicroStrategy, look at that, by the way. That's interesting. On a Bitcoin bounce weekend, it ended up red, and a big bounce it was. And just look at this, the big stocks are all down. Like it's a big sell-off, and it's relevant because the miners, and look, the miners, I mean, you've just gone through them, but they weren't down much, right? They basically closed overall. They closed, some of them green, closed where we opened on Friday. Um, and that even outperforms some of the Bitcoin stocks that had a massive pump over the weekend. So let's be a bit grateful. We're definitely outperforming, but we have to respect that the market could move us, and it usually does. All right, that'll do. Sorry for the late video. Let's see what happens. Interesting times. Interesting times.